We are going to be talking about one of the best ways, in my opinion, the best way to manifest fast, with ease, and also to keep your desires. Because I feel like if you're looking up a video like this, you really are searching for the answer, right? And I am going to tell you this, there is no right way to manifest. Any video that you watch is someone else's experience and their opinion, and you get to form your own opinion. You have free will. So, if something that I say doesn't align with you, you don't have to accept that in your reality, because for me, this is what I believe and what has worked for me. So I want to preface with that. But what I do want to say is, and it's something that I've said before, it's going to be no surprise, self-effing concept. Self-concept is the key to completely change, do a 180 in your current circumstances and receive more than one thing. It's not like if we're gonna be real here, like if you wanna manifest something, you wanna manifest all of it, right? You don't want just that specific person. What do you want? More money, a glow up, better skin, better hair, better opportunities, people attracted towards you, more attention, more success, accolades. Like, don't you want all of it? Like, why would you just want one thing, right? There is duality in life, but the fun of this is you get to choose the way that you show up in your reality every single day. And so it can, at first, when you first get into manifesting, be a little bit confusing because it's like, well, did I manifest my current circumstances? And I'm not going to go too far into that because your experiences are your experiences. And I do want to validate that. Like, if you've been through a lot in your life, like, that those things are going to make you stronger, and there's so much I could say on that. But what I do want to say is every moment is a new moment. I've said that so many times, but every moment really is a new moment. And so now you know that you actually can change the way you show up, which in turn is going to change your reality around you. And self-concept is so important because it really just is the basis of self-love, truly. And when we're born, when we come into this world, we're born very, very just pure, right? Unbiased. We don't have that exposure to other societal belief systems. We're not exposed to anything yet. We're the closest to the higher power that we ever are, right? And so we are born with just pure energy, and we are given free will, or at least that's my opinion, or my perception of things. And so, then all these other things come on top of that. And, when you are young and your brain is still developing, depending on, generational trauma and things like that, things get passed down, mindsets get set in motion, and your subconscious starts to run the show. And so as a child, if you were around certain things or mindsets, that can also affect you and your reality. And so I'm not saying it's your fault, right? But you can take ownership now to not let what happened to you define you. And you're not a victim. We're not victims, I've been through a lot in my life, but I can look back on it with a different lens. And yeah, I'm human. I mean, oh my God, I'm human. So of course, it's not fun when you're in it. And I want to validate you. But the cool thing is when you learn about manifestation and you realize that we are manifesting every single day of our lives, and our subconscious is pretty much what's running the show. Your conscious mind, you may be trying all these techniques and being like, well, I'm saying the affirmations, I'm doing all these things. Well, there could be something in your subconscious, a belief that's rooted deep in your subconscious. But here's the thing, we can get rid of that. We can reprogram your subconscious. And so that's why self-concept is key, because let's say you went through a lot in your life and now you feel at this point that you're not worthy, that you're not enough. Well, then you're going to start seeing that show back in your reality. So maybe you're attracting in relationships, or things are showing up as making you not feel worthy because it's validating that belief that you have. So what's cool is you can change that. So the more that you work on loving yourself and, any of those beliefs that come up for you, that's really going to help you come back to the basics. Self-concept manifesting is simple. It's not complicated. We complicate it because of all of our circumstances and the things that we're dealing with currently. But when you really go into self-love, when I say self-concept, I typically mean self-love, because you got to put the focus on yourself. So maybe you're, for example, manifesting a specific person, or you want a relationship, whatever, or more money, and you feel like you can never get ahead. Like it's just this cycle that you've been stuck in. It's probably because part of you doesn't feel fully worthy of receiving what you desire. What I tell people all the time is the best way to reprogram and to get started on your self-concept is to start listening to affirmations while you sleep. You can literally search on YouTube. I want to make a few on my channel, but until I do so, you can search some on YouTube, just 8-hour self-love affirmations for sleep, or a sleep meditation for self-love, or whatever it is, for more money, for whatever. But for me, I've found that when I focus on self-love, everything that I was manifesting comes in, because it all falls into just me feeling worthy of it, right? And so yeah, listening to an 8-hour sleep tape for like 30 days at least every single night. You can listen to it on low. It's even better if you listen to it with headphones. And that is a great way to start, because it's going to get into that subconscious, because while you're sleeping, your conscious mind is dormant, where we have so many thoughts circling around our mind and it's hard to focus, right? So when the conscious mind is dormant, the subconscious is still active. And so you can really get in there and reprogram it. And you'll start waking up feeling so much better. Now, the one thing that I do want to say is when you start those sleep tapes, if you've never done them before, you may start getting a little triggered. And that's very normal. So you're really meant to push through and keep listening to it. When I first started them, I would have all of those triggers, and the things that didn't make me feel worthy would come up in my reality, and I was freaking out thinking it wasn't working. You just have to push past that and remember that your 3D circumstances are old news. The 3D is old news, okay? So that is what your mindset before had manifested. But now that you're doing all of this, the 3D needs a minute to catch up. So trust in the process, trust that things are going to level out, and just be compassionate with yourself, feel your feelings. And if you need a good cry, if you need to take a bath, like do something to nurture yourself. Again, this is self-love. Give yourself that self-love and compassion. Some people, I even say 60 to 90 days of the same affirmation tape, and you can switch them up too once you've done that, but consistency is key always. And self-concept is something you want to work on for the rest of your life. Self-concept is the way that you view yourself in this world and the way that you view your reality. Once you start getting those subconscious beliefs out of there and you're rewiring them to believe better things, and you start seeing things come in, you're automatically going to start feeling better. And I don't want to say fake it till you make it, but sometimes you just got to push through. You got to push through the uncomfortability. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So the way that you're showing up right now is giving you the circumstances that you have. So if you want to change it, you have to change. It's not about anything in your external reality changing. It actually starts within you, and then the external will start to show that once you start to build the belief internally, okay? Another really great way to start allowing yourself to be seen, especially if you're wanting to manifest some sort of success or more attention, or your specific person, is to start looking at yourself in the eyes in the mirror every single day with an unbiased opinion. And it may be uncomfortable at first, because you're probably going to be looking, and if you're uncomfortable or you're insecure in certain areas, it may feel uncomfortable, okay? Especially if you're not used to putting the attention on yourself. But push through, okay? Even if it's for a minute, start for a week looking at yourself in the eyes and just looking at yourself with zero judgment, trying to just embrace who you are and accept yourself for who you are. I also like to take it a step further and start saying I love you, I see you, I value you, you are loved, you are enough, you're amazing, I forgive you, you are worthy. I like to look myself in the eyes and actually say that you're beautiful, you're so deserving. And then, throughout the day, I like to listen to rampages, which I've made a couple on here, so I'll have them up here for you to go listen to. But listening to self-concept rampages and affirmations during the day while I'm doing my dishes or whatever, if I just feel I want a pep in my step, I'll do that. Another thing, I grew up dancing, so I love just dancing around my apartment. That really helps me get in a high vibe, and just putting on some bad bitch music and just dancing it out and feeling myself, putting on a cute fit, doing my makeup, doing my hair. But even on days where I'm not doing that, I've started to embrace things not wearing makeup every single day and not getting ready every single day. And I look at myself in the mirror, even with pimples and all, and I still love myself. It's loving yourself in every moment, even if you make a mistake, even if something happens where you're ugh, I feel a lot of us, we can be really hard on ourselves. And so learning to have compassion for yourself and really working through those things and loving yourself. Here's the thing, I said this in one of my other videos, but you are your most important relationship in your life. So you got to get your relationship with yourself right before you're going to start to see all these things come in, because it's not that you can't manifest things, but it's when you have a poor self-concept, or you don't view yourself in high regard, that's where self-sabotage can come in, and where you feel like you'll manifest stuff, but then it leaves, or the old circumstances start coming back up. Like, for example, specific person, let's say you're manifesting a specific person, they come in hot and heavy, and then all of a sudden they leave again. You're not fully in your full self-concept of knowing that you're worthy and you're chosen. It's like you're going back to old programming or old ways of thinking and doing things. So being compassionate with yourself, but realizing like, hey, zoom out. Here's the thing. I talk about duality. So I'm a Libra. I say this all the time. I'm a Libra. I love balance, and we're human. Okay. So you're going to have emotions come up. You're not going to be perfect. No one expects you to be perfect. And the thing with that is, you're going to have those moments where maybe you feel like you're not doing things right. There's no right way to manifest. I'm going to tell you that now. You haven't messed anything up. Like, you're not messing things up. It's just being more conscious of it. So let's say, someone leaves you on red, or someone ghosted you or something, and you want to feel your feelings. Go feel your feelings. Go cry. Go scream. Go punch a pillow. I don't know. Go do what you need to do in a safe and healthy way for you and everyone involved. But go do what you need to do to feel those emotions. Don't shove them down. You don't want to shove your emotions down. Coming from someone who used to do that, it does nothing but make things worse, okay? So feel your feelings. You're a human being. You came here to experience the full experience. So feel your feelings, okay? I'm getting chills. That's confirmation. But at the same time, after you do that and you feel more grounded, then go in and go, okay, I'm compassionate with myself, but this is why this happened, because I haven't been kind to myself, or I haven't been showing up for myself, or I haven't been prioritizing myself. So maybe that's why, because that's why this started coming up. But all in all, self-concept is the key. It is the one thing that is typically missing when people are having a hard time manifesting. The clearest way to know if you don't have the best self-concept, and it's okay, because I was this person when I first started my spiritual journey after my awakening, and back like 5 years ago, I was one of those people. We all do it. We all do it at one point, where I would do every single technique under the sun. I was constantly looking up manifesting videos to get like whatever it was, that one thing that I wanted. And I felt like nothing was working. And the whole point was I was looking for a quick fix or a quick solution, when in reality, I didn't love myself. I didn't feel worthy of what I was manifesting. And it was really like, that was the key. And I wish I would have known that, but I had to go through that. That was my journey. So your journey is going to be your journey. Don't compare yourself to others. Just know that it's okay. And this is part of your experience. This is part of your growth. And this is just going to help you grow, because now I can look back on that and go, she went through what she went through to be here, and now I can help others maybe avoid all of that, or help you transition from that state to get into what you truly want. I've manifested so many things at this point that I never thought I could, that I was desperately trying to manifest years ago. And the reason why I have them now is because I actually believe that I'm worthy, and I've actually worked on how I view myself and loving myself. And I had to cut a lot of things out. I had to cut out certain things that didn't make me feel good, whether that was, substances. Like, I stopped drinking alcohol. I needed that for myself, and that wasn't helping me love myself. So I gave that up, changed mindsets. I separated myself from people that weren't serving me. It's gonna be like really taking inventory of your life and seeing like, what is not making me feel good and what is making me feel good, and follow more of what makes you feel good, because you're meant to experience life. You're meant to experience the joy and the good things. Like, some of us don't allow ourselves to feel good things, or because again, it's the worthiness, right? But you were created to experience love and magic and peace and happiness. And so when you realize that the universe, the higher power, God, source, whatever you call it, is on your side, always has been on your side, but you also have free will. So, once you start to feel worthy of it, the universe is going to bless you like so much more than you could even imagine. And so just allowing yourself to nurture yourself. And if you want to take it a step further, doing an inner child healing meditation where you can visualize your inner child and giving them a hug, or even just telling them that they're worthy, they're okay, they're safe. A lot of us, I feel like if you did have childhood trauma, that can always be really beneficial. That's helped me, you know, really just letting my inner child come out too, like doing things that bring me joy and happiness. And no matter what it is, it could be like getting a coffee or dancing around my apartment, whatever it is that's going to help you feel better. And not really focusing on the thing that you're manifesting, but focusing on yourself and the way you're showing up. It will turn the circumstances around. I'm telling you, it's happened every single time. Every single time for me. I've seen it in clients. It's the key to everything. And so, yeah, you could go look up a video on how to manifest a text, or, you know, manifest a specific person, affirmations, or whatever. You can do all of that. You can manifest quick money, like things like that. But if you want to actually like receive that continuously and actually become the person who has those things and keeps them, your self-concept and the way that you view yourself when it comes to those things is really important. So I can obviously make videos on the specific things. So if you're trying to manifest like money, if you're trying to manifest love, like whatever it is, comment down below if you guys have anything specific you want me to make a video on, because I'm more than happy to do that. But yeah, I've been consciously manifesting now for over 5 years, and I've learned a lot, and I've manifested a lot of things, again, that I never expected or didn't even feel worthy of a few years ago. So it is possible. And if you knew my circumstances, it's possible. So I love you guys. I'm here to help. I'm here to empower you. And I just want to remind you of the power within you. It's nothing outside of you. It's always within. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I love you all so much. And I will see you guys in my next video.